All right, welcome, welcome, welcome. Are we a little bit late or we're really, really late? But welcome back, welcome, Trending Gist Lovers. I am your host, Octavia Cora, and from the topic and title, I know some of you have a clue, but others might not know what we are about to discuss. So I'm going to quickly give a quick dive in, okay, a rundown of what we're about to discuss. But before that, let me quickly check our sound to make sure that the sound is okay before we get into what's going on. I'm trying to find the stream. So we check our sound. Welcome if you are just joining us. Yes, we talk about trending topics, celebrity gossip, and every fun stuff. But yeah, from the title, you have a clue. But I'm going to give a breakdown. Let me quickly check my sound and then I'm going to do that. Yeah, from the title, you have a clue. But I'm going to give a breakdown. Let me quickly check my sound and then I'm going to do that. Okay. All right. So let's um let's get into it. But that being said, give me a second. Let me, okay, sorry. Let me get this sound. All right, so while I'm trying to figure out all of this, I will just start by giving a quick breakdown of what is going on. All right, so Yul Edochie, as some of you might not know who this person is, because sometimes when you're talking about people, you might not know whom we're talking about. So let me give a quick rundown. Yul Edochie is a Nollywood actor, and he's also a son of a very famous Nollywood actor, well respected one, Sir Pet Edochie. So yes, Yul Edochie trended for a while, if I'm not mistaken, over a year. Okay, and some of you might ask, why is this guy trending? He trended because he got married to a second wife, and not just because he got married to a second wife, but he didn't do it the correct way, and he came out bragging, boasting as if it is his right, and tried to cover it up by stating the fact that in African culture, a man is allowed to take more than one wife. Yes, he's right by that, but African culture also states that the first wife, the first woman that you're married to, let's call her the first wife, needs to be informed. She needs to know that you're taking a second wife. It really didn't say if she needs to say yes or no. Whatever she feels about it doesn't really count, but she needs to know. But that's not what Yul Edochie did. It's like one night stand and all of that. And side chick, let's not call it one night stand, let's say side chick and all of that. Blossom into this big relationship. She got pregnant and it led to the lady having a child, and he had to do what he had to do because he's from the eastern part of Nigeria, and we know, and if you know the culture there, you know the tradition there, it states if you've not done something on the lady's head, that child belongs to the woman's family. So I think with that culture, with that tradition, he was forced to go do something on her head. So second wife, quickly, let's move over. After a while, now since then, Yul Edochie has been dragged. Sorry for the noise. I have still have my little one not sleeping yet. Okay, so since then, Yul Edochie has been dragged, right, left, center. And I think it was kind of coming down for let's say the past 2 months now or a month. It's been coming down in a way. People don't talk so much because so many other things like the Nigerian election and so on has been going on, other celebrities, their saga and all of that. But now Yul Edochie lost his son, which up until this moment he has not released an official statement saying that he lost his son. Neither has his first. I don't really want to refer to her as a first wife because she said I wouldn't be numbered. So I will refer to her as his wife, or I'll say her name, May Edochie. She has also not released an official statement stating anything, not even a candle, not a dark screen. She has not posted anything. Both of them, none. Although someone from Yule's family, his brother, posted something, and a newspaper also said that his father, Sir Peter Doche, also said something, although we didn't see the video or the write up when he did. But yeah, like I'm saying, so they're yet to speak. So it's been like, let's say it's still being speculated, but everybody knows that it seems that this happened. And Yul was also spotted in a police station where he went to report, the passing of his son, and some persons took photos of him, and that also trended online. But he has not posted anything. His wife too, May, has not posted anything. Now, one of the blog called Gist Lover, which is the same blog that busted him. Now, I'm going through all of this because I'm coming from another angle concerning what we're about to discuss. So I'm trying to lay the ground so people that don't know the story or people that are not following the story can catch up. So that being said, so a blogger called Gist Lover also hinted that Yule's second wife, well, she wants to be numbered, so we can use number for her. Yule's second wife, Judy Austin, actually just put to bed, okay, because their first child together was a son, and I think allegedly now the second child is a female, a girl, so two kids together, all of that. So, but they still did not post anything about it, and it seems that actually happened. She put to bed even before Yule, main wife, lost her son. Okay, so why I'm saying all of this is I really want everyone to understand where we're going to come from. Now, when you got married, he got dragged right, left, center. But a so when you got married, when this whole thing story broke up, a lot of people dragged you, not just because he got a second wife. He's not the first person. He's not the first man that is in a marriage. And we heard that the man got a woman pregnant outside. Cubana chief priest is also one that has an alleged child that he's denying in Kenya and all of that. So many men out there have kids outside. But the way you carried himself, the way he was bragging, boasting, he's this, he's that, he loved the trend. He loved the way everything was going. So he trended and he lasted as long. And I believe Yul Edochie actually made this whole thing to last as long as it lasted. And he also made some of his fans to go drag his first wife, that's May, and she didn't deserve that because she didn't bargain for any of this. Now, some of you might be asking, both of them, they've been together for at least 17 years because their first daughter is about 18 years old and she's in the university already. So they have a grown child. And the son that passed also, who happened to be his first son, is a grown boy. He's a big boy. Okay, so let's come back to the main happening now. So after this passing, they've not posted anything, like I said. Judy Austin's friend has been acting a fool on social media. That's another part we're going to touch down. But now, something I want most of us to get and try to understand is the fact that Judy put to bed her second child for her husband, and she wasn't even able to post it. Now, let me repeat. Allegedly, according to what the blogger Gist Lover posted, Judy has already put to bed before the passing, before this tragedy struck their family. But it was not posted anywhere. Normally, we know how celebrities do when they have kids. Maybe when they are pregnant, they keep it private. But when they have kids, they actually put it out there. So Judy had a child. She's still with a little baby, like so, and she has not posted. She didn't post it. You was not able to post anything because of the way he's been dragged online. Now this tragedy struck. Yul is quiet, May is quiet, everybody, even their fans, everybody is crying because this is a young, promising boy that just passed on. And they just celebrated his birthday not too long ago. The boy was okay, according to the stories we're hearing. Okay, I'm saying according to the stories because for me, I love to hear straight from the family. So hence, I didn't even post about it, his passing and all of that, because Yul is yet to put official comment about what the situation. Same with me. So until they speak, then I can say these things without saying it's alleged or whatnot. Although we know it is true from a lot of stuff, because his brother, for example, will not come out and say what he said if this didn't happen. But let's leave it at that. So I'm saying with all of these things happening, you acted like he is a baron, like he's this badass, like he wanted to be this. Yes, I have two wives and this and that and everything is okay and all of that. So when this thing happened, he's been quiet, which we understand. Now, even before the passing of his son, if you remember, May had actually put out a video or a statement where she was actually asking that they should settle whatever they want to settle and stop putting things out there. And she didn't want to go out and mention his name, but everybody knew that she was referring to her husband. Well, I call him her husband because she has not divorced him. So everybody knew she was referring to him because he will post everything when he's driving his daughter Daniela to her university. He will film when he's taking the boys to for shopping, when he's in Lagos, because he's a movie person, so he travels a lot. Most times he's in the east. Meanwhile, May and the rest of the family is in the west, okay, Lagos. So you films everything and puts everything out there for his people to see. So for his second wife, Judy Austin, to have a child, and you did not even come out to brag about it and post and do all of that, because actually the cat is out of the bag. So what are you even hiding? Everybody knows your first son. You call him DK, I think that's his name. So everybody knows the son. Fast forward to this happening. After the whole thing, you'll have not spoken, May have not spoken, and it's been a while. It's been, let's say, a week, not it's been 2 weeks or counting that the boy passed. They are yet to say a word. You took to his Instagram to go and delete his photos. But before we get into the photos, I want to create some, because a lot of even the Nigerian newspapers and all of that, everybody is just so focused on Yul Edochie deleted the photos of his second wife. So a lot of people are rejoicing. A lot of people are, even if they're not rejoicing, they're just on the fence, like, oh my goodness, is he going to divorce her? Is he going to leave her? Is this, is this something that is going to create a rift between the both of them? I'm talking about between Yul Edochie and Judy Austin, which is what a lot of people want, because a lot of people see her as a home wrecker, of which she is. Okay, if you look at it, that's what she is, because you knew the man was married, okay, happily married, and you still went there. So but what I think people are missing, and I think it was a strategy on Yu's side. That's why in my title, I said the strategy celebrities use. After we talk about Yu, and I will expatiate by mentioning some other celebrities and other similar strategy that they've used to actually make something out of, make something good out of something bad. Now, Yul has been dragged for so long. Judy has been also dragged, and she cannot post anything without you seeing people saying all manner of in the comment section. Even people that really felt like, yes, she did wrong. At the point, a lot of people were starting to feel sorry for Judy Austin, the way she's been dragged online. It is that bad, right? So why I said this thing is a strategy, because some people do that. For example, let's go back a little bit. Davido also lost his own son via drowning, right? And what did Davido do before his album release? Davido deleted every content on his Instagram, and that trended. People spoke about it. People talked about it before Davido released his new album now that is trending. So sometimes people do things like this. When something bad happened to them, they try to use it in a positive, they try to use that and create something positive for themselves and all of that. Now, some of you might ask, what do you mean? Are you saying the passing of his son? How is that going to be? I'm talking about you now. We're back to you. I just gave Davido as an example. But let me explain this to you so a lot of people will understand. And there's no need to rejoice, because you is not leaving Judy Austin. You is not feeling any regret. Yul Edochie is not remorseful. Nothing has changed. The only thing you can say that I will agree with you is Yul is going through so much right now. He is really hurt, and everybody will understand that. Even those of us online that we've seen this family, a lot of us cried. I know people that shed tears, like they were crying and crying. Like, when I saw the post, I had to hold myself and said, God, no, I will not cry. In everything, we give thanks to God. Because if God doesn't want it to happen, it will not happen. So if we online people can feel the way we feel, how much more the parents of the child. So yes, we can all agree on one thing, that Yul Edochie is actually pained at this time, 110% fact. But one thing I don't want people to bank on, I don't want people getting excited that this you that the fact that you started by deleting like photos or all those posts that he was hyping his second wife, that it's a sign that there's trouble in paradise. You're going to be disappointed and you're going to be heartbroken for the second time, because I know a lot of people loved you. Maybe they still love him, but I know a lot of people had respect. Let me use the word respect. A lot of people had utmost respect for Yul Edochie, and I felt like most of those respect was coming from his father, who has actually earned it. If you ask me, Yul Edochie has not earned the respect that people give him. It's because of his father. Is he a good actor? 100%. Does he know how to interpret his role? And since he went into directing, is he doing a good job? He is. But the level where people place him with all this odogu and all those things they call him, Yul has not. He doesn't. You know, you have to work hard to be called certain or be hailed in certain type of way, like his father. His father has earned everything, every hailing, every title, Ebubedike, I think they call him, and all of that. He has earned it. He has worked hard to get there, but Yul is not there yet. But already he's a braggadocious kind of person. If you look at Yul Edochie, he's a braggadocious kind of person, and he looks like someone that thinks he's always right. So such people can hardly apologize. Such people are hardly remorseful when they do something wrong. Such persons will always look for excuse to blame you, even though they are the one that did you wrong. So back to what we were saying. So I'm saying, if you are among those people that feel like there's trouble in paradise, with when I mean trouble in paradise, Judy Austin and Yul Edochie, you're going to be heartbroken, okay? Because after this whole pain and everything of you losing his son, things are gonna go back. They have to, because no matter the tears, no matter the crying and rolling on the floor, it's not gonna bring the young man back. So at some point they will have to move on. They have to be strong for those kids that they still have alive. But let me tell you the strategy, what Yul is trying to use this sad thing to build. He knows that his second wife has been dragged enough. For a very long time, Yul must have been thinking, what can I do to make the world understand that Judy, because in his eyes, no matter what you say, Yul doesn't care. No matter how you have to dissect, analyze, and try to make Yul understand that he was wrong by taking Judy as a second wife, Yul will never understand. He has totally refused. And he's kind of person with the kind of personality we see. I'm not talking about movies. I'm talking about when he's doing one-on-one recording, when he's doing live stream, when he's speaking. I'm not talking about anything that has to do on set. People, please differentiate their set life and their real life. If you want to judge an actor, judge them from what you see them do. Like when they are, just as I'm sitting here talking with you, pick up such videos from their channels and watch in their normal interaction when they attend events, when people invite them for like wedding or whatnot, how they present themselves, how they interact with people, things like that will give you the understanding. Yasu pigene to kimate ne can you smoke kala. All right, so sorry, that was my little one interrupting. So judge them from those and not from what is Yasu. Pigene tokimate. Pige. Please to bota. Sorry. No, she closed on my door. All right. Anyways, sorry for the, if you're a mom, you understand. All right. So what I'm saying is, differentiate their life. 'Cause I feel like some people were actually judging from you set life. Oh, he's this kind of, he plays certain kind of parts. So people were even using that to judge when this happens. The persons were saying, maybe he used this child for exchange of life. You've watched too much Nollywood. Get over it. It's not that. But anyways, back to what I was saying. This has happened, and no matter how much you cry, no matter whatever he does, it's not going to change anything. And I believe months before this tragedy struck, Yul has been thinking of what he's going to do that will help the situation on the side of his second wife, Judy Austin. At least something that will reduce the dragging that is coming from that side. That is going that the hate and the dragging generally. But he has not been able to figure out. He has kind of hinted. He even went up to the extent, if you listen to some of his videos, he was hinting as if May did something that warranted what he did and all of that. He was willing to throw May under the bus, but never did he ever in any way insinuated that Judy actually, did something wrong. So Yul has been looking for a way to save his wife, and he knew that, okay, instead of people saying, maybe me or my father or Judy killed, because let's face it, words on the streets, some persons are claiming Judy did it. And we know how it is. When something happens, people will fly with different type of news and everything. People don't care whose image they are painting. They don't care. They're just going to run with whatever they want to run. So there are lots of videos on YouTube, on Facebook, that Judy Austin is guilty. She's the one that unlived Yul Edochie's son spiritually, okay, not physically, spiritually, like she did diabolic stuff, and that's why the boy she unlived. After all, her friend is diabolic also, birds of the same feather. Some persons are saying you and his father, Sapet Edochie, they exchanged the boy. So there's so many things going on. So I think in Yul's mind, what am I going to do to remove, to change the scenario, to change the story online, to get people not directly but indirectly, they will not even know that it's happening, but they would actually change the narrative. And that's what you was looking for, a way to change the narrative so people will not point accusing fingers at his second wife, therefore causing more problems in his family. Do you understand? So he has already made up his mind. He was going to delete, all the content in his Instagram. Maybe that's the way he wants to pay tribute. He wants to pay respect to his late son. But you did not just go in by deleting all the posts at once. He went in and started deleting certain posts because he knew, as a smart person, you can give that to him. You went ahead and deleted those posts that will get people talking. So do you see how Yul Edochie effortlessly changed the narrative? Now the story online that is trending, it has shifted from people laying accusation, uh, um, laying accusation on his second wife that she's guilty, she's the one responsible for the death of his son. Now the story is there trouble in paradise? Some persons are asking. While some other persons have already jumped to conclusion that there is trouble in paradise. Some have even went further that they are hinting that very soon social media is going to receive the message that Yul is either divorcing Judy Austin, they're getting separated, or there's a problem, they are quarreling, or there's a problem, in general, there's trouble in paradise. So if that is happening over there, it simply means maybe he will go back now and apologize properly to May, and maybe she will forgive him and take him back because she has not divorced him. And a lot of people are of the opinion that if Judy Austin is not in the picture, it is possible for May to forgive him and take him back, even if things will not be the way it used to be. But it will just be one family instead of this whole massive polygamous thing going on. So some persons are already getting excited that, oh, wow, Yul Edochie deleted the photos of Judy Austin. That was a very smart move on Yul Edochie's side. Because take it for the way Davido did. Davido deleted everything he wanted to delete. I think he left just 3 photos or things like that. One of him and his wife and whatnot. I keep referring because Davido also the tragedy struck Davido's family also, and he did similar thing by deleting his posts, all his posts. If you would have just deleted everything the way he finally did, because if you type his name now on Instagram, there is no post, not even one, on Yul Edochie's page. He has deleted everything, removed his profile photo, and he has just a black screen as profile photo. But he did not delete his Instagram page. So if you type in Yul Edochie on Instagram, it will still pop up, but you will not see any photos. Nothing is there. He has deleted everything. But why didn't he do that from the beginning? He chose to pick those posts where he has hyped Judy Austin, where he posted about Judy Austin, where he posted about the child he had with Judy Austin. Anything that had to do with Judy Austin, he selected those ones first and deleted. So when bloggers caught up on it, because trust me, he knows that bloggers are on his case, and he just lost his son. So people are still on his case. And it's just normal thing that happens to other celebrities also, because if you're someone that carries maybe trending gist, or you're a blogger, you need the blog to be busy for people to keep coming in. So being on the pages of celebrities is a normal thing, and most of them, they know it now, so they know how to do something that will keep people talking, to keep them making more coin. So for you, this was not about making money. This is a sad thing that happened to him. But at the same time, he wanted to clear the name of Judy Austin. And what did he do? He went ahead and deleted everything about her, because he knew that he was going to later on delete all the posts. He has already decided, his mind was already made up at the point where he was deleting those photos. So he deleted those. And of course, bloggers went in. People carrying trending gist and celebrity gossip went in, started screenshotting his page. And of course, it was true, up to the extent that the newspapers and all of that, if you Google him, Yul Edochie, just type in Yul delete his post, you will see everybody's saying he deletes the headlines now on YouTube, on Facebook, everywhere. It's not saying that Yul Edochie deletes all his Instagram posts, but rather it is saying Yul Edochie deletes everything about his second wife. What has happened? Yul has successfully changed the narrative, and that is absolutely what Yul Edochie wanted to achieve with that move he made. And I hope people are really learning. It doesn't have to be tragedy. It could be anything. Yeah, it's a toucan. Ne, yasu. Yeah. I just hope people are learning. It doesn't have to be tragedy. You could just do something. These days, every little thing, people will drag you, people will say one or two things. If you have something that, if you have a business you're selling, that's the time for you to start advertising. Be smart, know how to use these things to your own benefit. And a lot of these celebrities, they've mastered that craft. You have to give it to Yul Edochie that even at a moment like this, he's still thinking very fast. From accusing Judy that she's responsible for the passing, people are even saying, the boy is not resting in peace. This one is happening. The boy's soul is this one. The other one is, this could just be a medical stuff. It doesn't have to be a spiritual thing. People younger than that boy has passed. People older than him have passed in the same manner. They have, what is this, what is this illness that it happens to very like newborns, something called that you just leave your newborn in the bed and the next thing the child passes. There are so many things that can just happen. So everything does not need to be associated with spirituality and diabolism, diabolic thing and all of that. Now let me say something. Some people are already running with this narrative that we said, that I just explained to you a moment ago, where they said Judy is responsible for the child's passing. Do you know that there are some desperate people that will call themselves herbalists, traditionalists, spiritualists, that will want to, because they've seen this thing online now, they know that some persons might want to move, because some people don't don't care. Like if they know that something is happening, they want to move spiritually, they will start seeking spiritualists to find out if it is true. And you know, some spiritualists will go as far as telling you what they are not seeing, just because they know that there is this narrative online. So there's a possibility that the lady might not be guilty of this stuff, but because people have already run with this narrative, people that will now be saying, okay, let's go spiritually. Some of these fake spiritualists will now confirm that, yes, indeed, Judy Austin is guilty of something, causing more problems. So I believe Yul Edochie himself knows that this is going to bring a lot of problem in his family. You understand? The last thing you want to do is put this type of thoughts in the head of May. She has already been through a lot because of this Judy Austin. The last thing anybody wants to do is to put this type of thought in that woman's head. Or the rest of, what about the daughter? The daughter is old enough to understand everything. The last thing you want to do is to get Daniela to think that her stepmom is guilty, is guilty of what she's been accused of online. So you knows that if he doesn't do something now, things will get out of hands, and it will get to a point where he will not be able to fix it. And that's just what he has done. By deleting those posts, first of all, trended pig and a mesa. Please set to bother. By deleting the post of Judy Austin already, and I believe him not even posting Judy's second child, if that's true, it's alleged, we'll keep saying allegedly, because the blogger said it, we don't know. Him not posting already goes to show you that he is trying to do everything to kind of, let everything die down on the side of Judy Austin. So Judy Austin will not be dragged so much. I don't think at this point he cares so much about himself anymore. It might hurt, but he knows that, okay, it is what it is. You understand? But he's doing everything to protect his second wife. At the end of the day, she is his wife. She is his wife. So he has to look out for her. He needs to protect her. He has to. It's his job to protect his family, and she is his family. She's also an Edochie at this point, if they are married legally. So that was a fantastic move on Yul Edochie's side. So people don't get excited that he deleted just every post that had to do with her, because I believe even before that was done, both of them would have had that conversation. Both of them would have already discussed it. He would have told her, look, this is what I'm thinking. This is what I'm thinking. Look, lay down everything down. She was like, I'm game. Go ahead and do it. And then he goes ahead, deleted everything that has to do with her, and bam, did it work? 100%. If you think I'm lying, go type it in on Google. If you're someone that is always on Facebook, type in Yul Edochie deleting his posts and see if they will tell you he deleted all his posts. The first videos, posts, and everything you will see is Yul Edochie deleted everything that has to do with his second wife, Judy Austin. People are already getting excited that there's going to be trouble, because a lot of people felt like she came in through the back door, and she's not supposed to be an Edochie. She's not supposed to be his wife. She's not supposed to be there. So if truly he has finally realized, that's what a lot of people are thinking, if he has realized his mistake and he's going out to correct it, people are going to roll with it. And he totally understands that. And that's what this is. So don't be heartbroken when you, let's say 6 months, 8, 9 months, or to a year from now, you see both of them coming up again with your kolokatlasia and what I don't know, let me not bite my tongue, all those things that she calls herself, the jelly one of the wanting of the, I don't know, you know, they're always hailing each other online, So when you start seeing posts like that, don't be surprised. Okay. So I know this, a lot of people that will come across this video will feel like, what the heck? Those that are already getting excited that there's trouble in paradise. There's no trouble. There is no trouble, because likes of you is not those type of men or women or persons. Okay. Because both we have women that behaves like this also, and we have men. So likes of you are not those kind of persons that can really sit back and be remorseful over anything they've done. Even if they feel it, they will never express it. They will never give the slightest hint for anyone around them, let alone the public, to know that they feel remorseful or they regret what happened. Rather, they will do everything to make you feel sorry for them. They will do everything to make you understand that, look, I just did not make this decision in a hurry. I took my time and something warranted my action. So don't expect that this is going to go away. This is not going anywhere. And the lady in question does not look like someone that will back down from a fight. Judy doesn't look like someone that will back down. She knows what she's doing. She set her eyes on the target. She set herself that this is my goal, and she went ahead. She didn't care how many years it would take. I will achieve this one goal, and she stuck to it, and she achieved it. Because if you look at it, Yul is not the first Pet Edochie's child that started acting. Okay, his Lynx, what's his name? His other lanky brother, the one that came out and spoke. That one has been acting even before him, before Yul came into the industry. So why wasn't it Lynx? Why you? So she had already targeted this one and knew that this is the one she was going for, and that's going to be it. It doesn't matter what social media does. It doesn't matter how much Judy is being dragged. Judy is not going to back down. Judy is not leaving you. Judy is not going anywhere. And those of you thinking that you might change his mind, no, his arrogance, his pride will never ever allow him to see things straight or even understand the thing or even let him listen to anyone. It doesn't matter. So the advice you might have for him might be good advice, but because he's so arrogant and full of himself, doesn't think he has done anything wrong, doesn't even see himself as someone that can do a thing that is wrong, he will never see it. But one thing we can all agree on is the fact that they are hurting. They are. So all we can do is pray. But don't get excited thinking that you and Judy are going to have issues, that you're going to hear it in the news, it's going to trend, or blogger is going to find out that yes, they are no longer together, this one, yada, yada, yada. That is not happening. It's not going to happen. Sorry to burst your bubbles, but it's not going to happen. This was just a clean strategy, and he executed it very well, and it worked. Now, all of a sudden, the narrative has changed, and I believe this, if you will agree with me or disagree, it's still fine. But if you ask me, I will tell you this for him is a better narrative, even for her, Judy. This is a better narrative than what was going on prior to his move, to him making this move. He will feel like, okay, I've already been busted. Okay, everybody knew they dragged me for over a year. Now I've lost my son and everything bad has happened to me. Enough is enough. I better make it look like I'm no longer with her. I'm no longer interested. And she too, don't post anything about me. Don't say anything. Let's just act like there's trouble. Let's just act like we don't like each other. We can't even stand each other or whatnot, so that people will just leave it alone. Social media will think they've won. They drug us, they did everything, right, left, center, dragging and everything, and they have won. They finally caused a rift between the both of us, and now we're no longer in talking terms, or no, we're no longer seeing each other and whatnot. If they even want to take it a step further, Judy can even go ahead and remove the Edochie that she added in her name and return her name back to Mohalo and whatever, remove the Yul Edochie and all of that. And just, they can do whatever they want to do just to get the social media to back off. But that's not going to change anything. People that know them on the ground will be the ones that will know that, yes, something is still going on. They're still together. But then social media would have moved on. And that's what you want at this point, because what else? What else? What else is going to happen to him? Like, what's the worst thing? The worst thing that can happen has happened to him right now. Him losing his son. That's like the worst thing that can happen to him. A father losing a child, a mother losing a child. That's like the worst thing that can happen to you. You know, you won't even want to wish that on your enemy. So the worst thing that can happen has already happened. So at this point, he's looking to protect his family. He's looking to make sure that May is okay, Judy is okay, every other person is okay. Make sure that the children that, Daniela and the rest of our brothers are okay. Judy Austin's children are okay. There's just so much. And if the dragging will not continue in the accusation, it will be better for him. So don't get excited. This is just a normal thing that celebrities would do just to make good out of a bad situation. Okay? We see celebrities do it all the time. Should we take Basket Mouth and AY? All of a sudden, something that happened so many years ago is now on. If you know, so many things are going on in Nigeria now that if your story is not that deep, people don't even want to pay attention, or they give it 1 or 2 days and that's it. But now, blogs, podcasts, everybody's talking about AY and Basket Mouse beef. They are planning their shows. They have their programs. They're going to sell more tickets and whatnot. AY granting interview. Basket Mouth that doesn't talk, debunking and all of that. He just did not debunk it on only one podcast. He, at least I've seen him on 2 podcasts on stage when he was doing a show where somebody asked him, you ever going to ever talk to him again? Are you going to be friends? And he said, look, I really don't even want that guy close to me. Okay. I don't want a lot of that. So he's always hinting something concerning and saying that what AY explained is not true. So that is actually keeping the conversation going. Before you know now, Basket Mouse show will be on. AY show is already, he's been advertising his show since. So you just have to understand that celebrities will always do something, and then for advert here, there, and all of that. So when something, it might be good, it might be bad. Like some of them will say, no publicity is a bad publicity. So I think Yul Edochie in this case just use the situation to kind of change the narrative for Judy Austin. So instead of people to be dragging her, calling her husband snatcher and all of that, if he's no longer with her, he knows that the husband snatcher, witch, diabolic person, and all of that, people will drop it. And that is exactly what he just did by letting you all know that, look, I'm going to delete everything and I'm going to make it look like we have problems, and it's going to trend. Everybody going to say there's trouble in paradise, and I want it to be that way, and I'll leave it that way. If you disagree with me and you're watching this, please comment down below. Leave a comment. Let's keep this interactive. Okay. As it keeps going, we will keep talking about it, because Judy Austin and Yul Edochie, trust me, I do not think we've seen or heard the last from them. Thank you so very much for the 3 minutes and counting we've been talking. Thank you so very much. I super appreciate. We have so many topics to cover, and finding the time is actually the problem. But yes, another story we have to cover is a very, very interesting. So if you watch this and if you're catching up with this replay and all of that, please subscribe, turn on notification, and that's really a very touching story. And when I will share that story, really, I don't know, if you're not strong-hearted person you won't be able to handle. Okay, it has to do with marriage, a woman taking her life in front of her husband, filming and all. It's really deep. Okay, so I don't know if I'm able to come back tonight. We can discuss it. If I cannot come back tonight, then I will schedule it for tomorrow. And because I think it's going to be broad and there's a lot that we need to talk about as people, the little we can do. Okay, we might not have those big platform with so many subscribers, so many views and all of that, but the little we can do, let's just keep putting it out there, because at the end of the day we don't know who will come across our video, and the topic that is being talked about the day they come across our video, they might just like it. Nah, yeti. Nah, can paper in the table. Daxi. Police, pigeni to arrest your daddy. Pigeni, astronomia. Astronomia. Yeah, pame. All right, so thank you all so very much for joining me. Like I said, if I have the time, I will come back tonight and I'll sit down and we're going to discuss that topic, because I think it's really very important. Sometimes I just try to select some of the topics that we come in here to discuss, because there's so much happening and you cannot keep up, okay? It is so difficult to keep up, except you have so many persons working with you on your channel, then you can be running different stories at a time. But thank you all so very much. I know most of you catch up on my replay, so hence most times I just come in here, do the live stream and all of that, and later on, and people will catch up and all of that. So thank you so very much. I saw y'all coming in and going out, and I wasn't saying anything, because if you don't say hello, I'm not gonna know who you are and all of that. So thank you all so very much. Yeah, yeah, bravo, bravo. All right, so thank you all so very much, and that brings me to the end of today's conversation. If you're watching the replay, let me know what are your thoughts. Okay, do you think this was a strategy on your side to change the whole narrative of what's going on? Because I believe he has seen the accusations that have been leveled against his second wife, and the last thing someone like you, Ledoche, want anyone to think is that he made a mistake, that he didn't do his due diligence before getting married or settling down with this woman. Okay, so for him, this woman is without blemish. Okay, she cannot be blamed for anything, and enough is enough already. They've dragged the both of them for how many months? Maybe close to a year now, and so I'm not keeping date and all of that, so I don't know how many months now, but close to a year, or it's even maybe over 12 months or somewhere around there. So thank you all so very much. I remain your host, Octavia Cora, and join me next time when we analyze, dissect, and actually give you different points of view from a trending topic like this one. Okay, because like I'm saying, this is still trending. Go on Facebook, go on YouTube, everywhere. Everyone is talking about it, and anyone that knows these people. Okay, everyone is discussing it. So thank you all so very much, and that will do. Till next time, see ya. But remember, okay, before we go, I almost forgot. Before we go, something I want to say, if you're watching this up to this extent, remember to put Yul Edochie and the Edochie family, okay, in your prayers, because losing a child is really something that is really, really deep. If you've ever lost a loved one, if you lost someone close to you, then you will know how painful it is. So even if you felt very bad when you took a second wife, even though you're May's fan, I don't think you should say, "Oh, he deserves it." Like some comments that we saw on Instagram, where people were saying, "You finally got what you wanted." Nobody will ever wish this on themselves. Okay, people don't even want to wish this on their enemies, let alone wishing this on themselves. So to think that some people are so upset with what he did that they will even say such thing, that you finally got what you wanted. Okay, telling him and also dropping the same comment to his a second wife, I feel like that is uncalled for. He is broken. At this point, he is broken. If a child was ill, You've been running from one hospital to the other. You've been on medication, sleepless nights, and all. At least it gets to a point where, even though you do not want to accept it, you will see that, come on, this child is health is deteriorating. It might lead to something, something. But for a child to be okay, according to what we hear, according to what we heard online, allegedly, that he was okay, went to school, went to play football with his friends, was feeling weird, sat down, and that was it. Okay, like he just collapsed just like that. So it means he was okay. His parents saw him okay. If you maybe I don't know if Yul was in Lagos, but at least the mom would have seen him that morning before he went to school, and maybe you speaks to them every day on the phone even when he's in the east. So it is painful. It is really, really painful. Before you type a comment, think deep. If it was you and somebody is dropping such comment for you, how would you feel after you just lost a loved one? Consider that and be mindful of the kind of comment. Just because people don't see your face, they will never meet you, doesn't mean that that comment you're dropping will not hurt the people that are involved. Some people even went ahead to blame me, saying she started getting brand deals, she's not paying attention to the kids, and all of that. Don't do that. This is not the time to point fingers. When someone is down, that's not the time to start kicking that person. It's not the time. You can kick and throw all the punches you want to when someone is standing tall. When the person is down on the ground, you stop it. Because sometimes when you come with so much hate, you're actually killing yourself too by developing so much hate for someone else. You might think that, okay, yes, my hate, yes, of course, your words are affecting the person of that, but don't you carrying all those bodies and all of those with you, you're actually shortening your own life too. So let's be mindful of the kind of comments we drop for people that just lost their children. I remember the same happened during Davido's period, where people were accusing him of he has joined the Illuminati, that was his sacrifice, and all of that. Mean comments are not necessary. You can make your point without making someone feel like shit. You can make your point without making someone feel worthless. That being said, let's remember to pray for the Edoches. May God comfort them, because at this point is only God. There's nothing anybody will say to them that will ever heal their heart. Only God. So may God guide, protect, comfort them. Thank you all so very much. Till I come your way next time, I remain your host, Octavia Cora, and this is Celebrity Gist. Okay, full analyzing of a celebrity gist, and coming with a different point of view than what a majority of the people on internet think of a situation. Okay, thank you all so very much. We're going to be having more of this. Okay, when a news breaks out, we'll wait and see how it's going, what's the narrative, and we'll come in with deep thoughts and all of that and analysis. Thank you so very much, and bye. See you next time. God bless you immensely. May your going out and going and coming in be protected. May you be covered. Thank you so very much, and bye.